So we're going to do wiper blades. Wiper blades sometimes give people a lot of trouble. How do you get those little connection thingies on there and off of there? And well, it's a good day to do wiper blades, as you can see. You know, it's a little cloudy today, huh? Might rain soon. Looks like it's going to rain soon. We're back here with the 2013 Passat, and it has two different wiper blades on it. One's a Rain-X and the other one's a Michelin. And the wiper blades are two different lengths, and they're supposed to be two different lengths, but they're not necessarily supposed to be two different brands. Problem is, tried a different brand on this vehicle, and the driver's side wiper just would not stay on the windshield. The only one that would stay on the windshield was this Michelin, and I don't remember which model it was. So we're back with the Passat again because it needs a new wiper. It's probably the one on the passenger side that's failing. But they're not working correctly. So, of course, they're both Michelin this time. Let's put two Michelin on this vehicle and see what happens. So we're doing the passenger side first, 19 inches long. You open up the package, and of course, there are multiple connection adapter thingies in here, right? And you're like, what the heck are those? And then on the wiper itself, there's an adapter already installed on it, a connection. So what we need to do is figure out, just like the directions say, identify your wiper arm type and follow the installation instructions. So with the Rain-X wiper that's already on here and the connection that's here, you're going to grab this tab right here, and it's quite tight, and you're going to pull that open. Once you pull that open and you come over here, you push down on this, lift up on this, and keep that open. Doing this one-handed, you're going to push up on that and then pull forward. There we go, like that. Pull up and pull it out, and then this comes right off like that. So now we've got the Rain-X with its adapters out of the way. Now we can see this is what the actual arm looks like on the Volkswagen Passat 2013. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we install on the new arm, on the new wiper blade, the correct adapter based on everything it gave us. Find the correct adapter and install it so it goes on to this arm. So according to the directions, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the wiper blade arm that's on the vehicle, and we're going to match it up to the wiper blade arms that it shows in the directions. And it's basically a vertical instruction set. So what we're looking for is one that looks like this arm here, and it's clearly not that one. It doesn't really look like that one. This looks like a winner. We've got this one here. So this arm has a little bit of a curve here, fattens up a little bit. It's got this square punch out. That's kind of what this one looks like. Kind of looks like that one, doesn't it? So there's another one here that also has this punch out, but you can see here this is 19 millimeters and this one's 22 millimeters. So this is actually going to be easy to figure out because what we need is an adapter that actually fits into that slot. When we figure that out, we'll know exactly which one to use. And then what we have here, this is a vertical instruction set. So once you've identified your arm, just follow the directions as it shows vertically down the table, and you should be able to get that wiper installed on that arm. So according to both of these arm types, the first thing we're going to do is remove the connector that's already installed on the arm. See, it looks like that? I'd say that looks like that. So the first thing we're supposed to do is remove that. So the way that comes out is you want to get this set up the same way you see in the instructions. So this flips up like that. See, that looks the same. We're right here where it says press. Actually, you're going to grab this from each side with your fingers and squeeze in. And when you do, that actually pulls it right up out of the wiper blade arm, just like that. So that's out, and then the rest, it just pops out. If you just push that up, see that right there? It's just going to pop right out. So once you get this installed, did I forget to show you that part? I'll show you that part again. This piece here needs to come off on this particular vehicle. And the way you do that is by pushing this part here back. There's a little tab right inside of here. So what you want to do is you want to push that tab back and then lift up right there. You can see it right there. You're just going to lift that up, and then that removes that part. So you can see here what I've done already is I pushed this piece back like it said, and then I lifted this up and out of there, and then the whole thing comes right off. That needs to come off. So now you've got this oriented like so, and this is how it's going to slide into this arm. You're going to slide it in this way. These lead the way in. Now you have to make sure you see this groove right here. This groove on the bottom of the arm, it has these tabs, and these tabs actually have to grab the wiper in that groove. So we're going to slide this in. You're actually going to turn it up like this, and you're going to slide this in like this, and those tabs on the bottom of the arm are actually going to go right into this channel right here. So you know when you've got it all the way in, this will seat as far as it can go, and then the locking tab will pop up into this cutout right there. When you push that in far enough, there you have it. That's in all the way, and now the locking tab has come up into the cutout, and now that should be on there securely, not going anywhere. And that's the installation of the arm. Also, something to remember on these Optimum plus ceramic beam, these little tabs right here are installed on the ends of the blade. You need to make sure that you have removed those. You're just going to grab it, twist it away from the blade, and it will come right out. Make sure you remove that. You don't want that on your blade when you turn your wipers on. Make sure you remove each of those from the blade. So repeating the process for the driver's side, and of course the driver's side is a 24-inch blade. So I'm just going to remove these white tabs off the end. Going to remove the adapter that's already on here, and of course you do that again by just squeezing it on the sides, pulling it up, and then just popping that off. Installing the driver's side, I found it's easier to just wing it over the car this way. And all this, you want it inside the arm, and this tab also inside the arm. And the easiest way to do that is to it's a two-handed job. Just get this as close to the top as you can, and then pull in on it. So once you get that inside and you've pulled it towards yourself, you're just going to continue to pull that until that locking tab pops into the cutout. There you go, just like that. Now it's in there. Now it's in there securely. You know, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of this big opening that exists at the end. I'm going to see if there isn't something I could put on that. Maybe one of those adapters fit on there. But I'm not a real big fan of this big, opening at the end. Kind of ugly. Well, no, I never did find anything to go over that ugly opening at the end of the wiper. Just the way it is, I guess we're going to have to live with it. So I've installed these Michelin wipers on the 2013 Passat. The wiper will live or die on its own reputation, I suppose. And we'll see how they perform. A number of other very popular wiper brands have been tried on this vehicle. It's the driver's side that usually gives trouble. The driver's side, it's a longer wiper, and that wiper tends to not stay on the windshield, especially when moving down the highway. So the Michelin wiper performed really well. Originally, this vehicle probably came with Bosch, but I didn't put Bosch on it. We're going to try these Michelin ceramic blades and see how they perform.